What is up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Evil Ewok podcast. We've got the usuals here, Alex, Zach, and Kat, ready to talk some Star Wars as always. How are you lovely people doing tonight?
Ready to talk some Star Wars. Oh my gosh, we actually have stuff to talk about.
We do.
Yeah, stuff happened. There's things and there's news, and it's the Zach Show featuring Alex and Kat.
That's right. That's right.
But what's up, guys? Hello, we got Wevin, we got Grand Moff Tomkin, we got the Stanleys. Alice, I think, is probably still at the vet. Blessings to your kitty cat if you come back and you see this in the replay. Charlie, my main man, he just shared. Charlie just sent a video of like a really funny moment from a long time ago, like one of the very first podcasts. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I was like, well, man, we were all children then 2 years ago.
I can't even go back and rewatch those because like how far we've come versus when we started. Like literally when we couldn't even record our audio, so we had to sync up the Zoom.
I forgot about that. That was so awful.
The dark ages.
It was like the NDI thing. I remember, Kat, you were teaching me too.
Yes.
Remember when we did our very first podcast
God.
time ago? I'm like, I want to do some live streams on my channel, and it's like the blurriest cam, the most awful audio. We had like 40 viewers, and I'm looking back. I'm like, how did people like sit there and like?
Why did they watch us?
Yeah, it was nuts. Good
it was our
though.
superimposed backgrounds. All right, we all came in with different. We were on like Mustafar and
Gorza. Do that too. But those were like the days of like this, like or like that. Wait. Wait. Whoa,
dude, nice pad.
Rib.
I got a brick wall behind me. I'm in New York.
Yes, they only have brick walls in New York. Everybody knows this.
And then this is my new pad.
Ignore the quickly.
Ignore the pixels and the green screen look. That's just the look of the place. And ignore the uneven lighting. It's just, it's just what it is. But
Sal, you just watched the Clone Wars movie for the first time and you thought it was terrible.
That was terrible. Dude, okay, Sal, I was never gonna say it, but I don't.
Well, I guess now you can.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
I don't disagree.
We're talking about the one where we meet Ahsoka for the first time, right?
Yeah,
but that's like about it. Everything else is like the animation's just like not as good as it was.
Yeah.
Was the starting point.
The dialogue is pretty bad.
They didn't grease the hinges. Like it wasn't a fully fledged machine just yet. They were working on it. So I can't disagree with you there.
Baby Jabba, yeah. I was gonna say, what's his name? Junior or something?
Stinky.
Wait, what did you say? Junior?
Yeah.
Junior Jabba, JJ.
Yeah, I guess there are parts of it that I like, but overall it's pretty rough. I like when Anakin fights Dooku again. That's it on Tatooine. That's cool. And I like that we get Christopher Lee voicing him for that movie.
Man, I haven't seen that movie in so long. Is that the one where they're like it's like a big Fallout war like movie for most of it? They're on some like planet fighting with the Republic early on, and that's when Ahsoka shows up, and he's
yes,
so that's the movie, right? And most of it is, yeah. I'm like trying to remember it now.
Yeah, they're fighting, and then Ahsoka shows up, and then they get called to go do that whole thing with Jabba's son, and then they're on like Tatooine for a while, and then Ventress is there, and Dooku shows up, and he fights Anakin, and yeah, I think it was originally like a few episodes of the show, and they just stitched it together to make it a movie.
Yeah, because I don't think they wanted to commit to a show, so just like let's just make a because George Lucas always wanted to do animation, right? So they're just like, oh well, we'll just give you this thing and you can do that, and then that's it. And then I guess they kind of greenlighted more stuff. So and I'm glad they did. I'm glad they greenlighted actually recently, the most recent season, because that vision got
like
come to
it
fruition.
was not well received back in the day. Like I think it's the lowest rated Star Wars movie on Rotten Tomatoes. Could you imagine if they had just canceled the show?
I know.
Negative
I
reception.
know. Oh,
We wouldn't have like any of the Star Wars that we have now.
I
I
know,
feel
it'd be
like
so
the
different.
shows, like Disney
yeah, like
Plus probably
what?
wouldn't exist.
What would Kathleen do? She's like, we have no source material. You know, she'd be like, now she literally has no source material because there's no Dave Filoni to pull from his universe, right? So she's gonna be like, oh, I guess we could just have like, Luke recast and we can just redo the original 3. We should just do that. That makes
Oh
sense.
God.
It's probably
That
what
would
would happen.
be a super fun like thing to just sit down and kind of wrap our heads around at some point. Like, what if the Clone Wars got canceled? Like, what would current Star Wars look like? Because The
Ooh,
Mandalorian is heavily influenced on
yeah.
of the Clone Wars. Rebels, I'm assuming, would not have happened because that was
No.
basically a sequel to the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Bad Batch wouldn't have happened. Ahsoka sure as hell would not be happening. I guess you could still have the Obi-Wan Kenobi show still happen, but
True.
like, what would it look like? Because I feel like the Clone Wars is like the keystone of pretty much everything that's come besides the sequels and besides Rogue One. It's been the Clone Wars was the genesis of that. So it would be fun to just kind of explore that what if.
It would be so bleak.
Yeah.
You should talk to Maria about that. I think that would be a fun little exercise to do. And just kind of talk about like on the next stream we do over there. That'd probably be pretty cool because she loves rewriting stuff, and you guys can do that in the writers' room 100%. It's just such a crazy idea and a crazy concept of what would Kathleen do without Dave Filoni at this point. Would she just kind of put all the reign on the directors to come in and kind of do it all themselves? Right?
I guess
what happened?
I think we'd be getting more films like Solo, which honestly, like a lot of IP are doing that, or like I feel like that's what a lot of franchises just are doing, like spin-offs or prequels of different characters or just redoing films entirely. So honestly, Alex, it might not be too far-fetched to say we might have just gotten a
like a complete rehash.
remake. I don't know. Yeah.
A what if series would be cool to like they specify it's not canon. This is just like what if certain things didn't happen. I think that'd be like what they do with Marvel. I mean, it means I've fucking beaten this horse to death, right? But it'd be such an interesting concept to see have like alternate universes or what if moments in Star Wars. You say what if the Clone Wars wasn't canceled? Yeah.
What if it had?
Or what if it was canceled? Like immediately, like if it never got off the ground, basically, what if it never happened? What would Star Wars look like right now?
And it is interesting because I generally deep down feel like Dave Filoni's stories and Dave Filoni's characters should have always been kind of like they're great, right? But I've always considered them to be like the background stuff, and now they're like the foreground stuff. They're like what Star Wars is like staying afloat on, and I felt like that never should have ever been the case. And it's kind of sad when you think about it. Like, I'm not, discounting Dave. I'm not discounting his work. I'm not discounting his characters, right? But to me, it just always seemed like they weren't necessarily the S tier characters that the originals and that the prequels and even supposedly the sequels were supposed to be right there in your face, like with all the marketing and everything. And now it seems like they're just like, okay, people like Dave's stuff. Let's just fucking do that and see if it sticks, right? What do you guys think?
Meaning the like
do you think Dave's characters should have been like an extra addition on top of like the movies and those characters that were established there following the consecutive movie canon, and like everything in between was like Dave Filoni's verse, which is like an addition, not necessarily like the main focal point of Star Wars?
Oh, right, but like many of those characters have become S tier, as you said.
Yeah, like they're becoming
Ahsoka
the forefront.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if like Clone Wars didn't exist or any of those characters, like a lot of the legacy OP S tier peeps, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm so very like, would the sequel trilogy even have happened? Like, if there was no Clone Wars, like, how would it totally change the trajectory of history as we know it? But I guess it would. I don't know. I think like characters like Ahsoka Tano, like she deserves to be S tier. Like, it's about time she was on the forefront of commercial Star Wars, you know? So like, I don't know. Maybe that didn't answer your question at all. Zach,
First of
back me
all,
up.
Yeah, you kind of
What's-
danced
what-
around it, Kat.
what's
What the
up,
hell?
Shane? I think so. Basically, what you're implying is that Dave Filoni. I guess what I agree with you in that I think Dave Filoni was excellent. He did an excellent job recontextualizing the characters of the prequels and the events of the prequels in the Clone Wars. Like, he did an excellent, phenomenal job at fleshing out things that didn't have time to be fleshed out in the movies. And I think I personally think it remains to be seen whether or not he'll be successful at quote unquote being at the forefront. I definitely feel that the Ahsoka show will give us an indication of that.
Yeah.
Because as of right now, he's kind of shared the reins with Jon Favreau on The Mandalorian. And it feels to me like that's more of a Favreau thing personally. And Filoni kind of just is like a soundboard for him. So I'll have a better answer for you after the Ahsoka show. But I did want to say, going back to that, what if the Clone Wars didn't exist thing? I wonder if they lean more heavily on Legends, because I feel like a lot of people who are like hardcore Legends fans hate the Clone Wars. Like, they hate it because I think they blame that show for Legends being
For them not dipping
decanonized.
into that treasure trove.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The stories. Yeah.
And the Clone Wars took a lot of what Legends did and changed it. And Legends, the Clone Wars and Legends was a lot darker and more serious. And then I feel like Legends fans think that the Dave Filoni show kind of made it more lighthearted at times, and I think that was true earlier on, without a doubt. And like, Anakin's always joking around and wisecracking, and he seems to enjoy the battles and whatnot. So I think that if the Clone Wars hadn't existed, there is a chance that Kathleen Kennedy realizes that there is source material, and they lean heavier into Legends, and we get characters like Mara Jade and Luke's children like Ben Solo and all these, or not Ben Solo, Jason Solo, yeah, Jason Solo, and we get like Ben Skywalker and all these characters. So it's just interesting. It would be a really fun thought experiment to do, for sure.
Okay, I just sent in the Discord that we are live. I forgot to do that. Also, drop a like, guys. We're gonna do this before the end of the stream. Drop a like, and then we'll tell you what to comment later. But be sure to drop a like. Everyone who's in here, it really helps us stream out, helps us get out there, helps us build the community, helps us hit 500 on Discord. Hopefully, there'll be a giveaway there once we hit that. So be sure to jump in there. We're giving away all sorts of goodies and stuff.
Fun.
It'll be fun.
We will be giving away a raw fish.
Plus, it's just a nice place to, kind of dwell in as a Star Wars fan who, whether you like the sequels, it's okay. We're not gonna be like, you suck, right? It's all good.
Never.
If you only like the prequels and you like nothing else, that's cool too. If you only like Dave Filoni stuff, that's cool too. Just go ahead, drop in, and we'll have a nice civil discussion with some really stupid memes here and there. It'll be a good time. Okay, so let's actually get into, I guess, the talking points that we started with. George Lucas was at the Indiana Jones premiere.
Yeah.
He made a little appearance. I saw some footage of him looking extremely uninterested to engage with anyone. He was there for photo ops, and any photo that I see him in, he just looked relatively unhappy. It's actually really funny here. I'm gonna pull one up. He's like, "Why am I here? Why did I leave my house?"
Unhappiest
God.
billionaire of
Yeah,
all time.
it's just like, what have I done?
Aw, that's
It's-
not that bad.
Okay, it's bad when Harrison Ford is the happiest one in the picture.
Yeah.
I will say.
But again, he loves Indy. He hates Han Solo. He loves Indy, and this is like a big, like, oh, you're excited about indie, but not about Han Solo. He's like, you can
Oh
tell
yeah,
it in his
that was a
face right
big
there.
discussion on
Yeah.
Twitter. The difference in his behavior. It's like the comparisons of like Gordon Ramsay talking to children versus talking to
Yeah.
adults. It's like that's how the
Oh,
discrepancy
yeah.
is. It's like
Yeah.
you gorgeous, precious,
Or
sweet
even
thing.
women. He's much nicer to women. Even if they're awful, like in the hotel hell and stuff, he's still like more calm. But
He
if they're
gets him some
men, he
flack.
just like fucking tears them a new one. I actually just watched the best hotel hell today. Like the one about the Juniper Inn, if you remember, it's probably.
The Juniper.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who like steals his tips from his employees.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
yes.
and then blames everyone, and then he thought he had $100,000 painting, but it was a replica that was worth 5,000, and he spent 80,000 on it.
Yes. Oh my god, that one was hard to
Oh,
watch. That was hard to
yeah.
watch.
That's when he was good though, because he just would never stop cursing. He
Oh,
was
he
just
was
relentless.
ruthless.
Now
Yeah.
he's kind of censored a little bit, and it's kind of sad. But I love the old Gordon Ramsay days. I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh yeah, Gimli is in the background. There he is in the.
Yeah.
Oh, Kat, did you? I don't know if you've seen the trailer for that dwarf game that's coming out. I think it's called like the Mines of Moria or something. But you get to play as dwarves. It's like Minecraft but with the dwarves. And they got Gimli to do the voiceover in the trailer, and it was so cool. It was hearing him play.
I gotta react to this.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Sean
Now
Rhys
question.
Davies.
Is it the same development company that did Smeagol? Because
No,
okay.
no.
Not that I have played it, but I'm seeing some
Oh, God,
questionable
yeah.
things. Again, I've not played it, so that is just coming off of purely what I've seen online. But that's good to know.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
There's a rumor
Jerry.
going around that George Lucas is going to buy back Lucasfilm. What are your guys' thoughts on this? If it's true,
That's not happening, guys. That's not happening.
this is right up there with Kathleen Kennedy's getting fired. It's just
Oh,
never
it's
gonna
much worse.
happen.
It's much worse than that. Like this is outrageous. It's unfair.
It's unfair. I want you to be creative with this one. Keep going.
George Lucas can't buy back Lucasfilm. Disney would never sell it. Honestly, like, there's no way. Right?
Yeah, it's far fetched. It's just like wishful thinking projected on a news headline, right? And there's no way it's gonna happen. I can't imagine why they would like cash in their chips or try to do that this soon. Like after all the money they spent and all the money they've lost, they want to try to recoup that, right?
Well, also, frankly, I don't even know if it would necessarily be like a one-sided, oh, Disney wants him to do it, but would he even want to do it? That's what I'm more questioning.
I was gonna ask that very question. What do you guys think? If he could, if Disney was like, yeah, have it back, do you think he would take it back at this point?
No.
Can he even afford to? Didn't he give most of it to charity?
Well, say in this perfect world he can, and Disney's like, here, have it back.
Or they give him like one movie to direct or something.
Oh, I would love that, dude.
That would be so cool.
One last ride.
Yeah, and he gets like all of his old crew back, and everyone jumps on board with them, and Steven Spielberg's there, and that would be so much fun to witness that in today's day and age. 100%. Like
our
the end
queen
game.
is here.
Alice, how is your kitty? Is your kitty okay? Please be
Also,
okay.
Mandalorian Legion, what's up? Not to
What
leave you out.
Oh yeah, it was Doomcock. That's who said it, right? Yeah.
Doomcock.
No, has he been right ever?
His name's Doomcock. How right can he be?
Fair point. The guy's interesting. He's entertaining, but I just never thought that he was a credible source. I didn't think people actually went to him and thought, oh, this is Doomcock posted a new video about this, and he has credible sources, which he won't disclose. It's definitely, I'll take his word for it. And then I see people posting videos, people talking about it. It's just like the same recycled points of Kathleen Kennedy needs to get out. George Lucas needs to come back. And it's like, okay, we get it. It's never going to happen. Move on. Let's think ahead. Let's think progression. Let's think, what do you want to see? What's the discussion around? Where is it failing? Let's actually talk about stuff that we can talk about and not just like wishful thinking.
We should start a rumor.
Guys, we need you to be our foot soldiers.
Yeah.
in the rumor
Oh my
spreading.
I
Do what must
heard.
be done, evil Ewoks.
I heard that George Lucas and Kathleen Kennedy are going to have a medieval style joust
Oh my god.
to settle things between them, the tensions between them. You heard it here first, exclusively on the Evil Ewok podcast.
It was a credible source. from
Yeah,
someone's-
I can't reveal who told me that, but you know,
Trust us, they're good. They
It
know
was
what
the
they're
cousin
talking about.
of the brother's nephew who was twice removed.
Yes.
Heard it from someone who said he heard it over a phone call through a live stream. So
yes.
it is Cat's face. She's like, her brain broke for a second.
Somebody
What
who
if-
works
what
at
would his
medieval
comeback be?
times.
They saw them trying on armor. Getting fitted
Kathleen
for
Kennedy was
armor.
getting fitted. Which now that we're on a dumb note, guys, if I was just talking to Zach about this. If we hit like certain, I feel like we should have like different things that we will all do if we hit certain member thresholds. So I was
like
telling
with the
Zach, I was like, if we
promise?
hit like 50 members, if we hit 100 members, if we hit 500 members, so to like maybe make it interesting. So if we hit like, I don't know, I think the first goal would be like 50 members. I don't know. Zach, Cat has to wear like 100 hair ties on stream or something like that, right? It's just something
Jesus
weird.
hair
Christ.
ties.
I don't know.
On my wrist?
Something weird. No, like on your, like in your hair, just do like weird things with your hair, or just
Oh,
yeah, I don't
ow.
know, just something weird, right? I'll
Right,
shave my head at like 1,000 or something. I don't know.
think we all need to go back to a brilliant idea somebody here had, which was we order actual full-blown furry Ewok costumes and we go live in a hot tub and we see who can
Jeez.
Oh,
last
hot tub
longer.
stream at 1,000.
Wearing
I shave
full-fledged
my head
Ewok.
at 750,
Oh!
and then I grow my hair back for the 1,000 hot tub stream in the Ewok costume.
Honestly, another idea that I've seen some other streamers do is when they get donations, whoever's like the target of donation, whoever has the most at the end of the stream has to do a punishment the next stream decided on by the other two, for example. So like if Cat won, Alex and I would get to decide her punishment within reason, and then like if I won, then you guys would decide. And it just kind of makes it fun because every stream there's
Ooh.
like stakes and stuff.
That is funny.
It'd be like a live rappelling down a skyrise apartment at 1,500 members. Like that could be so much fun.
Let's row across the Pacific Ocean.
Oh my god.
We're talking about memberships. We're thinking of perks for membership
Incentives.
incentives. So like if we hit 50 members, if we hit 100 members, if we hit 500 members, if we hit 1,000 members, there's different things that we have to do. Like for example, we were just talking about hot tub stream for no reason in an Ewok outfit or some shit. I don't know. I shaved my head. Zach, I don't know.
I am not shaving my head. My hair is precious to me.
Shaves his mustache and it's live streamed.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Live on
Yeah.
stream.
I don't know. I think that would be fun. We'll
Yeah.
probably establish something at some point. But throwing that out there, I'm putting the seeds in for all you people to know that we are open. You get punished for winning.
Hell yeah,
Yes,
you do.
always. We're masochists.
What's next on the metaphorical docket, because we don't have one
We don't have a
anymore.
docket anymore. The Mark Hamill thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Mark Hamill in an interview recently, I don't know if you have it, Alex, but basically he said that he doesn't see himself returning as Luke in the Rey movie, or pretty much ever for that matter. He doesn't think that he needs to do that anymore, and if they want Luke to appear, they should recast him for a younger actor.
Sebastian Stan.
Yeah. So what do you guys think about that? Do you blame Mark Hamill for being kind of tired of Star Wars? Do you want him to return?
I think he's kind of been, kind of putting up with it for a while now. And he's willing to kind of go the extra mile for fans, more so than I think anyone else from that era of characters. And so if if he feels like it's time to call quits, then so be it. If we can still get like a respectable Luke on screen, or if we can still get something that looks like it, or we can still get that feeling that it's Luke, then by all means it's all good. But we won't forget Mark. But if he's done his time and he's okay with what's happening, then I'm okay. I have no problem with it.
What's up, Serena?
What up, Serena?
Kat, your thoughts?
This is I did not know this had happened, so this is news to me. The first time I'm hearing this is this was his statement. So I gotta say I'm surprised, only because he's come back for Mandalorian, and yeah, he's come back from Mando and Book of Boba Fett now. That said, though, I think he obviously has a lot of respect for the character of Luke Skywalker and just Star Wars in general, and wants it to prevail and go beyond just Luke's story.
Mhm.
So I wonder if you are a seasoned actor, maybe you feel like your era in the role is done, and we obviously are in a time frame though where people still want more of the character. I wonder if he recognizes from a certain standpoint that there are so many limitations with, like, even though the technology has come so far, even just the jump from Mando finale to his appearance in Book of Boba, it's still very limiting what you can do with just the de-aging and the facial recognition and whatnot. So I wonder if you're an actor, like, if you reach a certain point where you're like, I would rather them recast somebody so that people could watch more of this character live on without it being some wonky technology. You know, like, it's more prime, obviously, if you have a real person doing it. I don't know. I don't know how people. I think we're just entering the tip of the iceberg of all of that, of
Yeah.
face and using your likeness and whatnot. So I wonder how, like, older actors feel about if you would rather just be recast versus,
I was
like,
gonna
be
say,
repraised.
I wonder if he's regretting that he did that, or if he's fearful about it, because I'm sure you feel the same way, Kat, but like as a writer, I'm a little like scared of AI technology, because it's like, at which point are they going to be able to just write scripts like completely and flawlessly, and understand like character arcs and plot devices and storytelling? Because I
It's
mean,
already happening with kids'
it's
books on
yeah,
Amazon.
it's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
And what if it's the same thing for actors? Like, why would you use a person if you could just, do what they did with Luke, but in a million times better as technology progresses? So I wonder if he's like unwilling to, he doesn't want to come back and like support that anymore. And he just wants someone to be recast for the sake of the art. Like, give it to a person at least. Because Skynet, as Charlie said, like, it's kind of scary. I mean, I use ChatGPT for like certain things, but they've got to have like limitations on it. Like, it should not be used for art.
Yeah, no, literally, you're so
Mhm.
right, Zach. I didn't even think about that. Like, our actors supporting that and fueling I mean, we're seeing it now more than ever, and I know there's big controversy surrounding a certain movie that just came out with a deepfake. Is that even what they're called anymore? Like, reappearances of older actors.
Yeah, it's like transcending deepfake because it can mimic voice, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
the tenor in your voice, which is like scary. And I've
Yeah.
always kind of thought of it as, there's two ways to look at it. You can look at it as he's kind of passing the baton and he's okay with it, or he's just straight up done. Like, he's just kind of tired of it. He doesn't really want to do it anymore. And I myself, like, this is just from my personal experience, I get tired of things after like 4 years. Like, generally, I've noticed so far. If I'm doing one thing or I'm doing something similar for about 4 years, after that, I kind of want to do something new creatively. I want to move on. I want to do, I don't want to keep it like there. I know that's why I know that I would never function well in normal society with the job that you
How
stay with,
long have we
right?
been friends? I
So
don't think it's been 4 years yet, right?
My time is up.
Yeah, it's close though.
My expiration date.
because I go through ebbs and flows, right? I've noticed, like, when it comes to doing YouTube stuff, or it comes to editing films, or it comes to doing freelance work, I get into it, and I go hard, and then I get really kind of tired, and I want to move on. I want to do other things. And in creative, that's very common, right? Because it's a lot of energy to really put all of yourself and work long hours into things that you're really passionate about, to the point to where you need a break, There's creative burnout. There's all sorts of things, right? So I don't necessarily know if that's his situation. I think he's just more of like he didn't want to feel like a gatekeeper, and he didn't want to stop the progression of his character and the progression of technology from, and he didn't want to be in the way. I don't know if he was just being nice, because he's always been all about the character of Luke and telling the best story for his character, because he's very proud of that character, and he says it all the time. And he's very strong-willed about his opinions on how they handle his character, and he's one of the few actors that I really respect in that category, because it seems like, at least for now, for me, every Star Wars actor or actress that has come on has always just said, "Oh, it's amazing, it's great, I can't believe I'm in Star Wars," without even really acknowledging how they feel about what they did with the character, the script, or whatever. And that's because Mark Hamill he has such a grandiose presence to him, and he's already made his money, he's already made his bag, that he can speak freely and openly. And I feel like if more characters would speak freely and openly about the scripts that they're handed or whatever, instead of it just being like, "Oh, I'm in Star Wars," it would be, I feel like the quality would be much higher. I'm just so sick of people saying, "Oh, I love to be in Star Wars," and they just repeat the same stuff that they're supposed to say, right? And Mark's the only one that goes against the grain and goes against Hollywood in a lot of that. And that's why I also love him, but I also love the character, and I think he's just willing to pass the baton off in that specific regard.
With Mark Hamill specifically, I do think that out of any actor who's ever played a Star Wars character, he kind of embodies Luke more so than anybody else embodies any other character. Like he is Luke Skywalker. And something I think that's what's great about Maria's philosophy about like having actors give input on like the writing of their characters. And like it's so true, because if anybody on Earth is closest to being Luke Skywalker, it's Mark Hamill. Like he knows him inside out. And that's why, Rian Johnson probably should have thought twice when Mark freaking Hamill is telling you, "I don't think this is right for my character," you should probably listen to him. And no, I don't blame him for being done like after what they did to his character. And he's also getting up there in age, and he's not doing the Joker anymore either. I think he has a good sense of when to put his characters to rest. And sadly, it's bittersweet, but I believe he is doing that with Luke. And super thankful and grateful for all the years that we got with him as Luke, because most people don't play, like their signature character more than once even. So we got multiple appearances of him, and I enjoyed every single one except for The Last Jedi, but it wasn't his fault. So
at least it looked good.
It did look very good. Beautiful film.
Okay. What does everyone else think?
Yeah,
everyone else seems to agree, or they're kind of scared about AI. And I will say this about AI. As far as editing goes, I'm in trouble too. But we're not, I don't think, at least in my opinion, based off of what I've seen, we're not anywhere close to replicating a creative human touch yet. We're like nowhere close to it. Like it'll make, if anything, it'll make the canvas easier for us to get started and continue, instead of kind of, we'll be more efficient in our jobs in a lot of respects for a lot of things. For now, right? I can't say what's going to happen in the future, but for now we're still okay. But it is definitely a scary thing. And there's a lot of governments that are very scared of it.
Yeah, as they should be.
Yeah.
And I guess like right now we should be, it's a good thing that technically, like when we call it AI, it's a misnomer. We don't really have AI yet. We don't have like actual, like cognitive intelligence that like basically anything that's called AI right now is just learning, like they can learn patterns and like how to respond to those patterns.
It's the baby AI.
Yeah, like it's not actually AI. It's not actually thinking.
It's not emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Just wait till we get Skynet.
God, no.
Yeah.
No,
But
literally all the time I ask myself, like with everything I do, it's shocking. I mean, it's affecting everybody, but I'm the most surprised that it has infiltrated the creative world so as much as it has, because I think for so long a lot of us have imagined, yes, technology, robots can do XYZ, they can do unlimited math that the human brain can't even comprehend. So like it makes sense that it has leaked into that those fields, but for the longest time I think we've always believed like, no, you can't replicate human emotion. Like that's one thing we've got going for us that you can never steal. But despite that, I think people have pretty much, the floodgates have opened, and people are, not to say people had malicious intentions when this was trending, like the AI art, portraits, selfie things that people were doing. Like it was super cool to see all that. Like you would put in your picture and it went like everybody was doing it. And again, I don't think there was like malicious or bad intention at all, but it's just like how quickly, even in the creative realm that I once thought was safe, is like not safe anymore. So all the time I ask myself, like, what am I doing now that an AI won't be doing 50 years from now? Like, is there any hobby or passion of mine that I will have that a robot won't be doing better than me? Like, even as I'm editing my videos, I'm like,
well,
can a
that's the
robot
beautiful
do
thing.
this?
Art is subjective, Kat.
That's
Art is
true.
subjective.
That is true.
You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Just breathe.
iRobot, yes, Darth Webin. I think about that movie all the time. It's coming for us.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have Will Smith there to save us.
Please,
You'll
Will
be
Smith.
slapping them robots.
Keep my fucking job out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my god.
But yes, I think we talked about this last week, right?
we did.
Alden.
I don't believe it for a second.
Yeah. It's
I
another
don't
one
think
of those.
Disney wants
Oh.
to. Unfortunately for him, I don't think Disney wants to touch Alden Ehrenreich with a 10-foot long pole because they blame him and Solo
Oh.
for the Star Wars
Oh.
fatigue.
It wasn't management. It was Alden's
Han
fault.
Solo.
It's
Oh.
his German name. They're like, yeah, nope.
Oh.
All his fault.
He's doing all right. He's doing just fine. He's gonna have a great
Yeah,
career
he
no
was
matter
in
what.
he was in Cocaine Bear.
I want to watch it so bad. It's finally on streaming, and I need to just watch it. Ugh.
It's just
Yeah.
like for all the things to look back on and blame, they blame that one, and that just makes me so sad.
It
You
does
know,
hurt.
we've
It
beaten
hurts.
this horse to death again, but it's just so sad because it wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible like some of the other ones, and that will remain unmentionable because then we'll go down a rabbit hole.
We always go down this path.
Okay. Fresh news: Star Wars Outlaws gameplay / discussion. We can't get away with the trailer. I guess we can like just play through it, and then we can go through the gameplay too. We can talk through it a little bit.
This will be my first time watching the gameplay. I haven't like seen it.
Oh, you
yet,
haven't
and
even
I'm
looked at
like,
anything?
No, I'm like, is
Okay.
it too late to react to it? But I kind of want to just watch it because people were going crazy about it online. So
Yeah,
Kat's
I
actually
watched.
legally blind. She can't see, so that's why she hasn't watched it.
That's why she
Or
doesn't
vision.
drive.
Whenever she reacts to something, she's just lying to you all. She can't see any of it.
I just listen.
She says
and
she
think.
says she doesn't drive because she hates driving, but actually she literally
She
can't
literally
drive.
can't see.
Y'all, I wish I had a legal excuse. I wish.
Oh. Okay, I don't know if we'll get claimed. Should I just do no volume?
Just do
Yeah, you
no
can do no
volume and
volume.
like show like interesting
Oh wait, no,
parts
the
of it.
trailer itself doesn't get copyrighted.
At least
It can if I play it in its fruition, so I just gotta pause it.
Okay.
the Empire.
I will say, I wish it wasn't this time period. I'm so
I
tired
Okay,
of
know.
this time period.
I
Okay,
know.
hold up.
I was gonna say that too. I just
Let's
didn't want to be.
unpack this because that's one of the things I was the most hype about. Like,
We disagree. Let's go.
let's
Let's fight.
go.
Time to go to war.
But I genuinely want to hear, what were you expecting, or what would you have preferred?
I would have preferred any time period that isn't between 3 and 4 or 5 and 6. Like anything. I just don't want the rebellion versus the empire like time period. I just want something fresh and like even do it before Phantom Menace, or even the Clone Wars would be kind of cool. Like imagine this during the Clone Wars. That would be cooler.
Oh, frick. Yeah.
Yes, Jalen, you can ask non-Star Wars related, but whether we get to it or not is a different question. You're more than welcome to ask anything. Sometimes we go on tangents, but
yeah, we'll probably get to it at some point.
We'll get to it at some point. Sorry, Go,
No,
was
I was
that it?
done. Yeah,
Yes?
that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
They're everywhere. But the
The
world
pikes.
You know, the pikes only look good in that medium. You just can't make
They
them
look
look good.
Ah!
Can't make
so
them look
bad
good
in
in
live
live action.
action.
You just can't. I think they look way cooler in
The Clone Wars.
Clone Wars. I just like
Yeah.
how they just look weird, right?
belongs to the syndicates.
LucasArts. You're like, oh wait, no, sorry, it's not LucasArts. It's Lucasfilm Games.
If I want to survive,
Half the
I
fandom
have to
already
play
hates
their
her.
game.
Dude, Amanda saw this and she's like, okay, I need it. And I'm like, God damn it. Stop
the
throwing
little
things.
thing.
Stop throwing little creatures out. She's going to buy them all. God damn it.
He is so cute.
It reminds me of the How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
A little bit, like the face shape and the eyes.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm all in.
Also, she, the actress, the voice actress, I guess likeness too, commented on one of Eckhart's videos when he was talking about it, and she's like, "I'm so happy you like it" or whatever. Like she's like actively commenting on a lot of videos talking about this. So I think
Yeah.
We should get her on the pod.
it's chat spammer. Make her have to come on. That's the only
Yeah.
option. Oh yeah, which by the way, this game, which you're supposed to be able to play at the Star Cruiser, was like nothing like that at all. Right?
Sabak.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to play Sabak on the Star Cruiser, and it ended up just being like a an interface that, like, I guess had you don't even play with the people around you.
There's
It's
not
just like,
even physical pieces. It's
yeah, there's
just
not pieces, and you're also not like playing the people around you. You're just playing into it like a UI.
That's
And-
so dumb. That would have been
Aw.
a way up. Just have dealers. Like, oh my god, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
have dealers. Have an
Have
actual
dealers.
casino.
drug
Like it-
dealers.
Yes.
She's in here somewhere.
On second thought, I'm out.
There she is.
I guess the real question is, why is it that this got so much attention and Eclipse got kind of left in the dust? Like, what happened?
Oh.
Like
thought
they
you were
spent so
talking
much
about-
money creating like a brand new cinematic like this, right? After we just saw an awesome Eclipse cinematic, which they did nothing with. So really, like, what did happen when you think about it?
Why?
Like, why did
this
they scrap
game-
everything and start brand new?
I
Was it
think
just so-
that for one, this is Ubisoft, so they're well funded and established. And I don't remember who the developers of the Eclipse.
Quantic Dream. I
Yeah,
think.
they're not as established, anywhere near as established as Ubisoft. So that's probably part of it. But RIP Star Wars Eclipse. That looked
No.
incredible.
Yeah, I think there were a lot of also just internal issues and problems that had been happening with Quantic Dream. So I frankly wasn't after a lot of that surfaced online after the Eclipse trailer dropped, I kind of was preparing myself like, okay, is this game ever actually going to happen? So I can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah, it
Alex.
that shit's so expensive too, man.
Yeah.
Like, creating a cinematic like that is ridiculously expensive. It's like they put all of their money into that and they had no game in play. And they're just like, oh yeah, we actually have no money anymore. Well, that was
Looks good.
It's like your concept was good.
That animal companion of hers is voiced by D. Bradley Baker. I wouldn't be surprised.
I've been held back my whole life.
It's okay. I didn't start kindergarten until I was 6. So I understand.
She's like, I'm still in first grade.
She's like, I haven't aged a day. Over 6 years old.
And now
I'm in first grade.
I just need a chance to finally be free. Wherever that takes me.
I'm here to offer you a way out, okay?
Get off my ship, Jalen.
Give me a chance.
Was that a commando droid?
Yes,
You're gonna
sir.
have to trust me.
Sick.
It'll be
I
dangerous.
didn't see that at
And he's
first.
wearing a cloak.
But if you
Dude,
pull
that's actually super sick. Look at that.
Wait, you guys are so lucky you're not online as much. I mean, Alex, I know you're on Twitter, but have you seen the
Not really.
discourse about this?
No, I haven't. What's going on? Oh, you mean about her being a woman?
No, that obviously, but people are going insane because they think this droid is sexy. Like people, apparently he has more screen
Oh.
time in the gameplay trailer, and I just saw people talking nonstop about that on Twitter. Like, why did they make him so? I can't. I
like,
feel
shipping
weird
him.
even saying it. Like, why is he so? So that's yes, he's been getting quite a lot of buzz since the gameplay trailer released.
I mean, I'm a stan.
It's pretty hot.
Look how sexy he is.
Sex
those ro-
appeal.
Look at those bionic
The trench,
arms.
just put a trench coat on a droid. Who knew? Who knew?
Oh,
I love a good-looking droid. Says
yeah,
Alex.
I just.
Mm.
What does it look like underneath?
I'd
That's
be
a real
its
question.
chair.
Oh my god!
What have I done?
Joke of the day. What have I done? Oh, we need that in here too.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
sounds
we
like
need
that,
that.
droid.
You know what?
That's
I
you've
really
done.
okay. Next week, I promise I will just go in and add so many voice clips. I promise this time. Hold me to it, Chet.
risky. But if you
That
pull
little
this
turn
off,
is so sick.
you'll never look over your shoulder again.
Rancor.
It's Moche.
It's Moche. It's Moche.
It's Moche. We have
Just
to
the
say
Omega on top.
Moche.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh. I don't know why I didn't notice that at first. It's the what's it called? The planet from Rise of Skywalker.
Oh,
The one where Poe and Zori are like
heck,
having
what is
a
it called? I wouldn't know.
I always knew it as that planet from the Rise of Skywalker where Poe and Zuri.
Poe and Zori. Yeah. Pooh and Zuri.
Who?
Yeah. Looks like Rancor from Star Wars Galaxy. Is that Galaxy of Heroes?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like an app, I think.
I know, but what is
It's a game.
that? Oh. What if Sid is in the game?
Well, that would be unfortunate.
Zach would just leave.
Zach's not playing.
Just turn it off.
Moche!
Mochi had a growth spurt.
Oh my god.
Who's this chick supposed to be? Good question. Oh, Kajimi! Wow, Stanley's
Thank
killing it.
you,
Thank you,
Stanley.
Stanley. I was waiting for someone to say something. Jeez, you guys call yourself fans? God, she totally
Would
gives
like-
after vibes.
Would like to see Maz in the game. Yeah, I
Oh,
could
so
be.
she can tell us a story for another time. No, thank you. No, I'm just kidding. I keep Twitter for like 3 people, except I end up following every profile recommended to me because apparently my brain doesn't want to leave the follow them. But yeah, I just go on Twitter. I just go on Star Wars news, scroll, and that's it. Every now and then I'll see what my recommended feed is, but most of the time it's just awful stuff.
There, that's not him.
But this is the
No mercy.
wait.
But it's a big galaxy out there, and I'm gonna risk it all.
There's our fucking boy.
We gotta watch the
You know-
gameplay trailer.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind.
There he is.
There
That-
he is.
There's his waistline that they made suspiciously
God damn.
svelte.
What are you guys looking at?
It's gone now. It was
Yeah.
the poster because the commando droid's like walking next
Oh, I was like, I just see a black screen. Are you guys seeing something I'm not? Wait. Oh, what was I gonna say? At the end of the trailer, what happened at the end of the trailer? Oh no, this is totally unrelated. Never mind. I was gonna say it'd be cool if we had if Jyn Erso was the protagonist or something, because I would have loved to have seen some of the female characters we already have, just have more of their stories kind of brought out. I feel like that would have been
She's
pretty
big
cool.
dead.
No, I mean like you know,
Before that,
Oh,
before that.
yeah, she was alive.
open
Nah, bro,
world.
she survived the Death Star. I don't know what you're talking about. She's the only person to have survived a Death Star explosion.
She
Then-
tanked
I
that.
can hear
shit.
Tom cracking up in the other
She
room.
tanked that, dude. She
No
used
news
Cassian as
article.
a shield and then survived.
Yeah, so if you use a meat shield, kind of like the same
Yeah.
way that we use Cat as
Oh
meat shield to
my
survive,
God.
you can actually survive even a
Oh
Death Star
my
explosion.
God.
Anyway, okay. Peggy 18.
Hello.
Does
Holy
not
graphics.
represent
This
primal
is not the
quality.
game at all by any means.
It's like it's an 8-bit thing when it comes out.
I would play an 8-bit game.
I would.
After seeing, do you guys see the Mario movie? It's unrelated.
No.
It's actually pretty good. I actually enjoyed it.
The one with Chris Pratt?
Yeah, it was actually I actually enjoyed it.
It did really well in the box office.
Yeah, it was like super dumb, but it was like enjoyable.
In a good way.
It had its moments. Like it was like a good dumb movie, like a lot of movies now. Anyway,
Oh my
Look
God,
at
he's
this
so
look at
cute.
the little fucker.
Devil.
Oh,
Trying to throw him.
Oh my god, it's adorable.
Does it have like armor
good
or like scales? It's sick.
yeah, it kind of looks like it.
I will say it's very hard to distinguish her like ethnicity.
All right, next. Let's go get paid.
Like if she's like South American or white or
The actual actress, I believe, is Latina. I
Okay.
think.
Hell yeah. Where's our boy?
Cannot trust those officers. They take our
He's
credit
coming.
now,
Shh.
but what stops them from stabbing us in the back?
Next.
Is this
What-
open
what-
world or is
Yeah,
it
it is an open world. It's not like Jedi Survivor because there's like different things that could lead to different storylines, right? And I've always been a big proprietor of that. It's just the only thing is it going to be one of those things where they say that's going to be the thing, and then it just ends up
Yeah.
being a very linear story, like most movies. I mean, like most, like most games. But
This
we'll
might be
see.
a dumb question as someone who hasn't like played many open world games, but does that also come with the potential to like choose the outcome, like depending on
should.
what you do?
sometimes?
It
usually.
should, but like the ending is always the ending, right?
Yeah,
Sometimes.
I have a feeling this one's gonna have like a.
Like the Darth Vader scene. And this is probably going to be like, you know,
Oh my God!
he's going to come back and yeah, trust me. He's going to throw what's her face into the lava.
I was just leaving.
Ooh, she shot
Okay,
first.
we'll figure this out.
Yeah, so I wonder if the blaster is just going to be like a common thing or if you can like customize that. I don't know. I do like the UI though.
Shield.
It's like Battlefront.
Hey, Nick.
The hanger looks sick too.
This is getting bad. Let's try this out.
I hope she can wear ponchos.
Yeah, that's
my
real. Can I wear a pink poncho or not?
Dick Ferrick.
Dang, she curses too?
We do need Hondo.
I wonder how many like barriers are going to be. That's going to be a big indication of how open the game
I
is,
think
right?
that went pretty well, right?
Meaning where you can actually go and where
Like-
you can't.
Like you see cool stuff. Is it going to be like Red Dead Redemption or Assassin's Creed, or is it going to be like Jedi Survivor? I love that sound.
I didn't realize Red Dead is open world.
Oh, these guys don't quit.
Yeah, did you like that game?
No, I've never played
Uh,
them, but I'm thinking about
I
it.
feel like this is gonna be that vibe. It's gonna be like Red Dead to Star Wars.
I hope so. I don't. This looks a little on rails though, right here.
Yeah, like you can't go off the path.
Yeah.
Unless this is just like a built-in cinematic moment that you have to do.
That is true.
I got the package. Where are you?
Waiting for you at Jauntus Hope.
Is that our boy?
I think it
I
is.
said I got it.
Oh, his voice sounds sick too.
Should I assume we won't be working for the Pikes anytime soon?
That's why people are freaking out online.
Forgive me.
Comforting.
I love that. I love the fandom sometimes. That stuff's fun, right? But then the stuff where it's like, oh,
There's Jauntus
fucking
Hope.
female character, where all the males go.
I'm not buying this game because
Yeah.
the female
Boycott.
protagonist.
It's like, bro, you just had
Political.
Cal. What are you talking about?
God, yeah, it's at least everybody who voiced I'm just gonna call it a stupid opinion. No opinion is stupid, but there were people out there saying there's no men left in Star Wars, and they got dunked on. They got ratioed
Yeah.
into oblivion. So at least people were putting them in their place.
Cat using terms like ratioed. She's a part of the toxic community.
Here he is. Look
There's
at
our
his waistline.
boy.
Look at that.
Damn, look at that.
He doesn't
Why?
he doesn't have a waistline.
Dude, he has like 0% body fat. What a fucking god. What a Chad.
Be careful. Donka's a broker, not a friend. She can't be trusted.
Who can out here? See you back at the ship.
I hope we can romance
What's her
the
name?
droid.
Do you guys know her name?
K. K is her name.
What's her last name?
Vest,
Is
I
it sick?
believe. K
K-
Vest.
K Vess. That's cool.
Hello.
and I still like my odds.
That sounds like Sid.
It's a trap.
K-Vest.
Stop it.
Back already. I told you she's fresh, but she's good.
Who's this?
Oh, have you guys seen the new Visions yet?
Nope.
No, because I'm slacking. Because I
Oh, there's an amazing story about a female
It's a
commander,
friend.
Oh, cool.
Join
female
us.
imperial officer whose son got taken, or no, sorry, female officer who defected became an owner of some restaurant, and then she like plots against the empire running the restaurant because it's like the place for all the officers to go. She comes in, and then she notices that her son was taken away from her by some officer back in the day, and the seal that she remembers is the same thing that her son is eventually wearing. And then when she goes to kill him, she realizes, wait, you're not him. Who are you? And then it's such a good. I haven't felt that way about Star Wars in a
You
long time.
just spoiled it for us,
Wow.
you bastard.
But like,
Stop talking about it. I
You're
want
already-
to
yeah,
watch.
enough. That's
we're
enough.
already too late to the party. But that's just like one of those things where why didn't they ever think about that in Star Wars?
A
Like,
lot
what-
of
was more
like
complicated
Vision
than that.
season 1, I felt the same way. I'm like, this is a whole new beautiful feeling. What's happening? So I believe it. I'm glad. I gotta freaking watch it.
It's so good. There's like 3 episodes that are just so good, and it's not getting like. There's a lot of shit talk in this season. And I'm like, dude, I feel like this season's so much better than last season, and there's a lot of stories that I actually find pretty cool, and the music's pretty cool. It's just it's a good time. I'm not a huge fan of the Chicken Run animation,
Oh,
but it's still fun, right? It's not bad.
Chicken
I'm just not a huge fan of it.
Run.
You lived.
Oh, look how cute he is!
These aren't toys. They're investments.
Wait. We haven't met.
Don't really know many of you.
Stealing illegal contraband, running with syndicates. I could say you're a threat to the Empire. But I won't have to if you're smart.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of shit you do in these kinds of games.
Just like Gollum.
hit in the
Thanks.
face.
I'm smart enough to get myself out of trouble.
You pay the tax just like everyone
Pay
else.
the toll troll.
Whoa, kid, let's just relax.
You won't make it off to Shara alive.
We're the main character.
Maybe.
Cat would surely die though.
All troopers, we have report to the
It looks sick. But do you guys all remember the Cyberpunk demo?
Yeah.
How sick that looked? So we can only pray.
Move to apprehend.
Wait, Kat, you beat Jedi Survivor, right?
Oh, that's cool.
sick.
That is cool.
That's like Grand Theft Auto.
Could be.
Yes, did play Jedi.
Not the first time we've outrun the Empire.
Nice ship.
And at the end, they're like Battle Royale coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Round 1.
Live service.
Now, can you actually fly your ship though?
Yeah, like you can go into space
Oh,
apparently.
flip.
That's
Oh,
cool
frick.
because we never get to do this.
I want to fly in clouds. I'm worried about the music.
Oh, yeah. It just kicked in real hot.
When are you guys gonna bring back that story game we played? We could.
Speaking of
story
AI.
game.
Nothing on the sensors.
Whoa.
Wait, who said that?
Our boy.
Our boy Charlie?
Oh, you mean the commenter? I thought you were talking about the robot guy.
Oh.
Oh, flip. I'm not going to be good at this.
Oh, that was
Shnikes.
Wevin. Wevin said that.
Thanks, I'm
Okay.
working on it.
Yeah, at some point.
Cat is not going to like flying, Sean. You called it.
Flying is for droids.
I can't wait to see Cat run into things. It's gonna be the best.
Yeah.
My ship is always upside down. I'm like, where
Dude,
am I?
I feel like we should play on here.
Get us out of here.
That would be fun.
We should watch Cat play.
Yeah, Cat should connect, and we just sit here and
Oh my
tell her
god.
what to do.
We react to Cat playing.
We watch Cat kill herself on stream.
How long can we watch Cat die over and over and
Over
over?
and over
Every
again.
time
Not
Cat
clickbait.
dies,
You
take
will
a
cry.
Ah,
Honestly,
the
I would do that.
broker.
Oh, you should do. We should have a punishment wheel, and every time Cat dies, we have to do something on the wheel.
Oh.
That would be fun.
Or no, we spin a wheel, and one of us has to do something.
Yeah,
That
we
would
could do
be-
both.
That would be fun. Chat, would you like that? I feel like that would be so much fun.
We would be like
Or-
begging Cat not to. The Cat police.
The
Wheel.
pressure. The
Wheel.
pressure.
That would be so fun. We could do that with anything. Like you could play any Star Wars game. We could do that like in 2 weeks or something. Like that's something that would be really fun.
Oh
Une question
god.
pour vous, s'il vous plaît. Oui.
I'm sorry, I took Spanish in high
The
school.
Silver.
It's quick.
Shave an
poker.
eyebrow, a mustache. Oh my
Je ne, je,
Je ne sais quoi.
tu-
Is that what
no,
you're
tu parles anglais.
You guys will be spinning that wheel a lot.
trying-
I mean, it'll definitely be a motivator for members. I feel like members would be like where we each have to spin once or something. I don't know. That
Yeah.
would be
Oh god.
shave an eyebrow off or a mustache.
That is too
That's a
much
little too
Shave like
much.
one
pressure.
side, so I have one side shaved and one
Oh
side not
god.
shaved. Because I work from home, so I don't ever have to leave, so I could just.
Speak for yourself,
that.
bro. I'd get fucking fired if I came
Oh my god.
probably with like half a mustache.
Like, what is wrong with you?
Oh my god.
In episode 3, Yoda said the prophecy could be misread. So could balance have been brought to the Force during Vader's reign when he killed the Jedi, and reduced their numbers close to the Sith?
I mean, it's not our fault the Jedi didn't know how to count. There were like 10,000 of them, and there were 2 Sith. So
And there's new ones popping up every day.
yeah,
So
So he certainly did bring balance.
Yeah, I do love the conversations about this kind of stuff, though.
Yeah.
It's always a good time. Like different opinions, different views, and how they saw the fall and how they saw it was like prophetic, but also symbolic as well as metaphoric. And then you're like, oh shit, we're going all sorts of different ways now. Holy fuck, that's deep, bros. Okay.
It's so cute.
It's literally How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh.
Got your new toy.
Yeah.
Isn't that your favorite thing, Zach? Didn't you like that, or is that someone else?
No.
Oh,
I
someone
like it.
else.
It's not my favorite thing
Anywhere we
though.
want.
Let's
Where
go
do
to
you want to go?
Tatooine.
Anywhere with you, Daddy.
They go to Tatooine. The entirety
Oh
of this game
my
takes place on
God.
Tatooine.
Whoa. Is that not Tatooine?
That might be Tatooine.
Uh-oh.
It looks. I think that's Tatooine.
Oh my God.
Yay, we get more of that stuff. Oh, actually, okay. Kajimi's actually pretty cool. We were only there for like a second,
Yeah.
but the planet is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Right? Like I remember like they were arguing right here, right? Poe and
Oh,
Poe and Zora.
It reminds me of like a French town during World War II or something, like
oh.
a snowy
Specifically
French
French.
town. Yeah, it's got to be French.
Yeah.
Specifically.
And not because someone asked if they could ask a question in French on the chat. It has nothing to do with it at all. Why does everyone want to go back to Tatooine? Yeah.
So true.
Dude.
Ooh.
Wait, what was that? Is that never mind. And this is just the underground. Is this just Coruscant? Or no, it's that one place. It's that one place probably with Kenobi and the Inquisitors when whatever that place was called. Do you guys remember that one?
Dayu?
The one
Dayu.
from Kenobi?
Yeah. It might be like Dayu. I mean, if it's Coruscant, that'd
Similar.
be cool, but
Oh.
Outlaws.
Star Wars Outlaws coming to a galaxy near you, far, far away. 2024.
Yeah, it's honestly coming so much sooner than I. When
So
I
we're
heard this
we're
game
all
was
boycotting,
happening.
right? Because there's a woman.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Oh
God.
yeah, dude. I hate women.
Mm-hmm.
But as a
Kat,
Star
you're
Wars
okay.
fan, I love Star Wars fans love female characters.
Yeah. Historically, they've
Historically.
never hated on strong female characters or female characters at all.
For
Is Nar Shaddaa canon? Did I even say that right?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Nar Shaddaa.
I think that's the planet they were on. I could be. I might be wrong. Is that not a planet?
It is a planet.
Yeah, that's the planet they were on, and the woman was like, "You'll never make it off Nar Shaddaa alive." I could be wrong.
Women, am I right or am I? Look, at the end of the day, for people who are saying that there's no men in Star Wars, like that's ridiculous. But also, 50% of the people on this planet are women, so it's like it's fine to have a decent amount of women in Star Wars. It's not the end of the goddamn world. But
Aren't
I'm
there
so
more
tired of it.
women than men?
I think there are.
So. I think
Yeah.
so.
So technically, it's a woman-dominated or majority
Let's
planet.
see
I don't know.
what percentage
What percentage of the world?
of the world is women. Oh no, it's 49.72. The majority is male. Oh, wait.
Stop having men.
Yeah,
Women are better anyway.
It's a man's world.
it's barely a man's world. I think it used to be women. I remember when I was
did.
younger, they would say, it's mostly women.
We're slacking. We're slacking.
Without women, there'd be no men. Very true.
Very astute.
Yes.
Star Wars release dates moved.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
name of the
fuck
stream. We're finally getting.
Whoops.
We will conclude with these. Okay, where are this? Okay, I have this. One sec. I will add it to streamers.
Good.
Okay. It's time for another round of release date musical chairs. Disney's picked up its whole slate of upcoming releases and shaking it all up, moving around everything from Marvel to the next Alien movie to yes, Star Wars. The good news is there's currently a year with Star Wars movies scheduled for May and December. The bad news is it's 2026.
But isn't that what they said it was going to be like a few years off.
Yeah, a few years gap. But it's interesting that we're getting two in the same year.
2 in 1 year.
That's very
like, why?
Solo, Last Jedi and Solo-esque. That didn't work out too well for them the last time.
But also, just like we've been in such a movie drought, spread it out. Don't
Share
give me
the
years. Don't make me
Share
wait.
the load.
I could carry it for a while.
Just give it to the fans for 3 years, and we'll do some fun stuff.
I wouldn't
Right?
keep it.
Oh my god!
It is interesting.
Go
We're gonna
home,
have
Sam.
May. They're really adamant about that May release date. Maybe they're gonna say,
Yeah.
"Oh, we released it this time." There's some more people that are gonna go to the box office. Or if they're probably gonna release it on Star Wars Day, like the actual Star Wars Day, like
That
on
would be cool.
24th or is it the 24th or the 25th? I don't remember.
25th, I believe. I think.
Yeah, that's probably what they're gonna try to do. Do you think it's gonna be the Rey movie first, or do you think it's gonna be? Yeah. I wish you didn't whisper that. We could have used that as a bit.
You just scream it at the top of your lungs.
Into the microphone. I got
that's so
neighbors that are gonna come knocking.
That
and
should
be
be
like,
that's their problem. They
Punishment
rented.
wheel.
That's their own fault for renting.
They've heard much worse probably when I play games. Honestly, when I'm gaming,
Like, oh
So-
shoot! Like we're like we were hold on. Okay, I gotta bring up cats. I gotta do this now.
We should make a compilation of Cat's greatest moments.
I'm just
YouTube.
remembering when I played Arkham Knight. When I played Arkham Knight.
Son of a bitch, Cat, get it together.
I was playing Arkham Knight and I was driving in the Batmobile, and I'm pretty sure the Batmobile has cannons that you're supposed to fire. I literally screamed fire at the top of my lungs while playing Arkham.
Fire! Everyone just evacuates. Someone turns on the fire alarm, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
God. Oh my god.
Whoa.
You know what?
Like,
It's-
you sound like little
God.
Anakin pod racing or something. Now this
I
is
just-
pod racing.
I just
Whoa.
Wow. Oh my god.
Like it was such a pleasant. It was a surprise, but not a
welcome
quite-
one.
but a welcome one. When I saw Cat in this thing, I was like,
Well, I didn't know because it was I knew that it was gonna maybe happen, but it was a very like, oh, you'll see, we can't guarantee you'll make the final cut. So when I watched the first 5 seconds, I was like, oh, we made it. Mom,
They're
Dad,
like-
we made it.
the editor's like, "Yep, that makes the cut."
Yeah. The best part would be if Cat was just getting wrecked in the clip.
It's almost like she's not even playing. Someone else is playing, and she's just like, I'm playing the game. I swear, everyone, I'm playing. Oh, what? We gotta clip it. We gotta clip it. That's gonna be a thing that we show. New members get the whoa.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's golden. If you guys want to just like watch it for yourselves here, I'll drop it in chat. I just
God.
can't. But yeah, anyway, so what were we concluding on? The Star Wars dates?
Release dates. I am frankly like not. Everybody was like, "You're kidding! It's already been delayed." I'm honestly out here like, we only just learned we're getting these movies. All right, let's just revel in that graciousness for a second and be glad that it's even still happening. Versus like because I'm still clinging to. I mean, granted, yes, there is a little bit more like sense of accountability, and it's like you dropped this at Celebration, therefore no takebacks. Meaning, like there I think is more certainty that none of these projects will be tampered with / shelved / canceled. I hope, but I'm still like I'm so scarred by what what we've been getting week after week since the end of The Rise of Skywalker, which was so and so is directing a Star Wars movie. So and so's Star Wars movie canceled.
We're gonna
one a month. It's like
we're gonna hear nothing about this for like 2 years, and then in an interview in 2 years from now, an interviewer is gonna be like, "So Kathleen, what's gonna happen with that Rey movie?" And she's gonna be like, "Which one?" And then the interviewer's gonna be like, "The Rey movie," and then Kathleen's gonna be like,
"Oh no,
no."
Oh no!
Oh no!
So are you guys still doing the Rey movie? Which one? The Rey movie. Oh no!
Oh no!
No. Oh my god!
Inside
God, I
joke.
wish I was there. Legendary.
For those of you who aren't familiar in chat, Ewan said that to me when I asked him a really dumb question about whether or not they've seen Bucketheads. And I had to ask him twice because he looked at me like I was insane or like I was a crazy person. He's like, are you speaking words? What?
You've had the opportunity to meet Hayden and Ewan, and you've shit the bed in both.
Oh, Kat, did I tell you? You weren't here when I told you with the Hayden thing, right?
Sweet Jesus, tell me you didn't ask about Bucketheads.
No,
Alex?
no, I did not. I did not ask about Bucketheads.
It was worse.
We were the first ones that went in. So we had like a little bit of extra time, and I like in my brain, I swear it sounded eloquent, and I was like thanking him, and I was like, "You're the reason I got into film and media and everything." Like thank you and everything. And then as I'm leaving, Amanda was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like that was cool. I get to say what I wanted to say. He's like, "Did you even hear yourself?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I felt like I did a good job." He's like, "You were like mumbling every other word, and you looked like you were having like a mental breakdown." and apparently I was like, she said, "Yeah, you said something like, oh, media, you're great. I was a fan, and I thank you a lot."
He probably hears that all the time.
And he like looked at like, and genuinely when I was like shaking his hand, he like looked at me. He's like, "Oh, that's nice. Thank you." You know, like I was like special or something. Like I felt like he thought I was like, you know, like
a Make-A-Wish.
Because of Amanda's like invisible illness, right? Like with her Crohn's, we were like one of the first ones in, and that's what they
totally
kind of do.
Thought that.
So he probably might have thought that I was like special or something, because I was like vigorously like shaking afterwards, not realizing that I was shaking and mumbling. So the guy probably thought, "Man, this poor guy," and it's like, "Thank you,"
tough life.
you know, and. Oh my god. Like I'm great at public speaking for things that, you know, I'm prepared for and whatever. Like I usually when it comes to celebrities and like talent and actors and like I'm totally fine with it, right? But with Hayden, with Anakin, someone who is like so pivotal in my life for so many things, it was just I couldn't do it, I guess. I thought I did fine. Like in my brain, I legitimately was eloquent and I said everything I wanted to say, and I felt like I came across professional, but I guess I didn't, and I will never live that down.
Though that you walked away knowing and feeling like you said everything you wanted to, versus you walked away from Bucketheads thinking, I had one phone call, and that's what I did.
At that point, I just wish I
line.
would have hugged him because Amanda got to hug both of them for like a long time.
no.
And I'm just like, at that point, I would have just taken a hug over saying anything because I just felt like I shit the bed on both occasions. Anyway, not a bad thing to close
Hey,
with.
you met them both, right? That's more than I can
Anakin
say.
Skywalker thinking Alex is special is absolutely hilarious. Yeah. Next time I meet him, and hopefully it's in a professional level, I can say, I hope you don't remember anything, but we
He's
met.
like, I remember you. How are you doing,
He's
buddy?
like, oh, is this who brought, is this Make-A-Wish? It's like, oh,
How are you doing, Big Chief?
oh, you're a big boy. Did you come all the way up here? And I'm like, oh shit.
Oh my god.
Where's your handler?
We're getting canceled.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's funny though, because that's probably totally what he thought. Like, okay, Hayden, we're
Yeah.
gonna get the.
Probably.
But I'm
shiz
sure
the bed
people
all the
mumble a
time
lot.
in front of them. Yes, because what do you say? You have a brief minute. They probably hear people like word vomit, like illegible, like all
How's
the
my
time.
special boy doing?
Oh,
Yeah,
isn't
no,
that a
but
Logan Roy quote?
but what's
I'm the eldest boy.
But what was really cool about that one in particular, that celebration, is that there were a lot of Padmes, like they were full up, dressed up in
Nice.
cosplay, and like they were recreating the concept images and the photo shoots from Attack of the Clones and from like full on.
That's
They were
so
dressed up
cool.
and they pose exactly like them, like like the one where Padme is like in front or whatever, and he has his arms around her or whatever. Like they
Yes.
completely recreated that, and he did all of them. Like there
Oh
were so
my
many
God.
photos going around about them literally recreating
My
every.
dream.
Yeah, and I was like, man, if Kat was here, she's the Padme. So I know that all the other Padmes would have been like, oh shit, it's Padme, and they would have just kind of let her through.
No. I'm already
Move along.
planning.
Move along.
I'm already trying to plan because, like, you need freaking cosplay is money, y'all. You need money for that
Amanda's
stuff.
trying to be a Twilight and realize how expensive
Holy
that fucking shit
frick.
is.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta plan now and I gotta save now if I'm trying to even have one day's worth of outfit
Yeah.
for 2025. I gotta pick one.
Yeah,
And
just do it for like the first day and then just be a normal person for the rest of them.
yeah.
I don't have the patience. I think I'll probably get like an Imperial outfit or like a
That'd
Grand
be
Admiral
fun.
uniform. That'd be fun.
You should be Slave Leia, Alex.
Yeah, there were a lot of Slave Leia dudes. It was hilarious.
God,
that
are you
celebration.
serious?
A lot, like a lot of really old men too, like fat old men doing it as like like they were serious about it, right? Like it wasn't like a joke. I was like, oh, great costume, and like they were, they were flamboyant and everything.
Hey,
and they
good
were loving
for
it, and I'm just like, that's
them.
amazing. Like I could
They're
never
living
do
their
that.
best lives. They are living
I could
free.
never do that. And they had they were like from all over Europe, right? So it was really cool. Colin was in here, we're at Cicerone. I got to see Colin a couple times.
Oh no way.
Guys, the guy's too tall, man. He should
I'm
dress up as
jealous.
a
I
Wookiee.
know. I've seen Colin has very generously sent me some like photos from his when he does meet and greets with the cast and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, here's the actor and here's Colin.
How
Like,
tall is he?
literally.
Dude, the guy's
think-
like he's skinny, so he looks even taller. But I think he's like 6'3", 6'4". I looked up. I was looking up at him. I was like, bro, you're so tall. You make me feel like a tiny person.
Imagine how I feel, Alex. That's how I feel about you. Imagine how I would feel next time.
Wait, yeah. How tall are you?
Oh, you'll find out. You'll be like, is that legal? Is that a legal height?
Keep that surprise for you, Zach.
Cat height reveal live.
Live stream. I'm here with Kat, and she's just as short as she said she was, if not more. Not clickbait.
That's why I love the box of YouTube, because from here I could be 7 feet, and that's all that counts. My virtual
I am 7
self.
feet. Wait, do women want to be 7 feet? I didn't think women wanted to be very tall.
If you've lived your life as short as I've been since the age of essentially, I think I capped at like 15. I would be 7 feet for a day if I could. Oh, I freaking love that shit. Sorry, I almost actually cursed. That's how passionate I am about it.
What would be your dream height realistically?
5'6".
Okay.
Because I weigh 5'6", 5'7". Because that way
Is that
most
like
guys.
normal? Is it like normal
I
height?
think average.
Like
just-
Average.
Slightly. It's
Sorry,
either
I
average or
didn't mean
slightly
to say
above
normal.
average.
It is slightly. It is
I didn't say
normal.
normal. I'm sorry.
It is slightly above women's average. Yes, I think women's average is
And
like
guys are
5'5",
usually like 6 foot
5'6".
at least. If you like dream height, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're under 6 foot, you're like, God, I wish I was 6 foot.
I think many more men than we think aren't 6 foot. I
Yeah, the
think-
average is like 5'9" or 5'10".
Yeah,
5'9".
yeah. So
Tom
I'm not
Cruise is like
picky about that.
4'11", so yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Cat looks tall. That's all I need, Alice. Thank you, girl. Thank
She actually is super tall. Just kidding. I think you are taller than me, Zach.
No, I think I thought you were taller, or like we're the same or something.
I'm
I don't know.
5'11" and 3/4.
I'm like 5'11", something. I don't know.
Maybe because you're skinnier, you look taller. Maybe. I always
We
thought
were
you were taller
so
than me.
close. We were so close to being 6 feet, Alex. We just didn't quite.
It didn't happen.
Why didn't you
Didn't
try
happen.
harder? Huh?
I didn't drink my milk.
I did drink my fucking milk, man.
Just kidding, I did too, and then I thought that was
I
all
didn't.
scam.
I was the shortest like kid ever until like junior year of high school. Then I finally grew, but I was like really short. It sucked.
Cat's passion gives her strength, and in her strength, she gains height.
Guys, I am not even kidding. These videos are like a total scam, and I think TikTok has like revived it. Like, these videos out here of people being like, I tried this for 6 weeks and I grew 3 inches. Like, I
Oh,
actually
God.
used to watch those videos when I was in like middle school, like thinking is real. It's a total scam, obviously, but it used to be people like, do these stretches hang from your door? Like, and I
Oh, to
I
like
never-
stretch your spine and stuff. Yeah.
Yes, it's like
Yeah.
the biggest scam, but when you're short and desperate like me, I used to think like, I wonder if this works. I wonder if
Or like the stretches where like if you go up a certain, or like you do certain like arm exercises, it'll strengthen your spine, and then as a result, you'll grow taller too.
yes, or like I
Yeah.
saw one of like hanging upside down. So gravity, God, it's a
In
scam.
In that vein, do you want to know like one of the most embarrassing things I ever did because of my height?
Might as well, yeah.
In
yeah.
freshman year of high school, I was like 5.
Oh, you wore platforms.
Yes, I was
Yes.
5'1" or 5'2", like really short. I was one of the shortest kids in my grade. And I was so insecure about it because at that point, like everybody was growing, like everyone was tall. And so I was like, I want to be not like this tiny little guy. So for Christmas, I got these like shoes that looked like normal shoes, but they added like a couple inches. And then everyone was like, "Oh my God, you grew!" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I realized when it was time for PE, if I switched into my running shoes, I would the secret would be the jig would be up. So I did PE in these elevator shoes for the rest of the year, and it was hell.
Oh,
You ran the mile in
I
elevator
ran
shoes?
the mile every Wednesday in elevator shoes, and it was awful.
oh my God. Oh my God.
The trials and tribulations of growing
Did that
up.
like strengthen your legs though? Because that's the equivalent
No,
probably of like
it
Fucked
felt
up your
like
feet for
my
sure.
legs were attached to the ground, and I was like dragging. It was terrible.
the dedication.
Yeah, I got them for
Oh my
Christmas, and so when I
God.
came back from winter break, I was like 2 inches taller, and then I stopped wearing them sophomore year, so it like looked like I grew. I probably did grow over summer, so it looked like it matched up. Like, oh,
I feel like how tall was I in 8th grade? Holy shit. I think I was like 5'8", 5'9" in 8th grade, and then 9th grade I hit 5'11", and then I just stopped there. I think.
too bad.
I don't know what I did wrong.
We all peaked in high school.
all-
I actually no,
Height-wise-
I grew in college a little bit, like freshman year. So speak for yourself, please.
I mean, I've been growing a beard since I was like 13, so I kind of peaked.
I still
in
can't
everything.
get, like the connection. So yeah, it's
I mean, you got the
unfortunate.
Orlando Bloom thing going.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. You're fine. You're chilling.
Now
want
that
to
everybody
think-
knows our deepest insecurities.
They're gonna use it against us.
That's some character building, Zach. Yeah, my height, I was like super insecure about that for a while, but you know, there's nothing I could do about it.
High school is also just the worst
Yeah.
environment to have insecurities. So I like feel bad for all of us talking about our like middle school, high school selves. I'm like, it's such a toxic place.
Yeah, I would never go back to high school. Or just school in general. I always hated school. I always wanted to do other things.
Like do a podcast talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, prime example. Talk about nonsense for hours. So much more fun than doing trigonometry.
Anything's more fun than that. No offense if you're actually good at trigonometry, but
yeah, or even like Tom with his engineeringness. I wish I had a brain like that. It just doesn't interest me. If it interested me, that'd be great because it pays really well, and I would love to be an engineer.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, it's not me.
He's constantly saying like his field, there's too many jobs and not enough people filling them. And I'm like, why wasn't I born smart? Like, why am I stupid? I could be one of these people who has
You're
a real
not
job.
stupid. You're just like you're like smart creatively. Like it's
You're
not
just not
stupid.
smart. No, I agree. Your brain just works differently. You're
Yeah.
like left brain,
Yeah.
right brain, whatever.
Yeah.
And for me, with my ADD, I can't look at math and be interested. Like there's
Yeah.
patterns like with creativity and pathways in my brain that go together better than some people who think logically with math, right? That they can't do. So there's a lot of things that we do that they can't do as well. So you can think about it that way. It's just money flows with the math people. So everyone thinks that. But the thing is that most of the time they're capped, right? And like a really good steady salary. Whereas creative people, there's no ceiling to what you can.
That is what's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So
it's so true. That's so true.
Yeah, I always hated math. Like I was always not great at it, and I was really good at like English and history and writing and stuff, but not math. Math was always rough for me.
But you know what? We're out here as fully functioning adults, and for all the times in high school where I thought, how am I going to get through adult life not knowing any of this? I'm so bad at it. I'm effing fine, people. You know what? If you're
I haven't done math in years.
You can live without it. I am proof.
Yeah. I haven't
That
done
is a
long
success
division
story.
in a decade.
I don't even know how to do that anymore.
Drop a like if you hate math.
Yeah.
Comment down below. What was your favorite high school? What was your favorite high school class?
Unrelated to the stream, just what was your least favorite subject in school?
Although I will say the best subject the highest grade I ever got in any class was in algebra. I was a god at algebra, like incredible. I was like Yoda, Kat and Alex. Like I was so good in that class that
1 + 1 = 2. It does.
I would stop listening to the teacher's lectures and just like prop the math textbook up and then read like a book for fun, like have it inside the cover. And I'd just be reading that because I was like, I don't need to listen to this lecture. I've already got this figured out. Like I was so good at algebra and I don't know why. And then the next year when it was time for geometry, it was like, oh, well, I suck at math again. So
okay, well, who is good at geometry? I'm so bad at all maths that you just talked about algebra, and I don't even fully.
You're like,
I don't
what does
remember
that
what
mean?
algebra is. I don't remember. Let's
The
just say if Tom
algebraic
and I ever
expression.
have children, he's gonna be doing the bulk of the homework help. I am.
You're like, that's a multiplication.
I couldn't even do elementary
Symbol.
school math right now because they're always changing it and throwing in new things. Like I couldn't. So Tom, I know you're watching this.
I just know that if I ever had to be good at math, I could. It just was harder for me because I hated it and I didn't have the interest. So like, in terms of like sucking at it, I sucked at it because I never wanted to study or I never wanted to do anything. So I would fail a lot of shit. So just like, oh yeah, we have a quiz today. I didn't even look at the homework that was last week, or it was just, I was like, I'd rather do almost anything else. It was like pulling teeth with me with math. Like there are some moments I remember that I was like, oh, that's actually interesting, and I'll do it. It was like statistics was fun because it was like real life applications, and I did really well in that class because it was something that I actually like looking at data and organizing all that stuff, and that was fun. But other than that, stats was like the only class where I was like, okay, I did all the homework, I studied, like I got an A, right? I always got like C's and B's in math because I just did the bare minimum to get by because I couldn't stand it.
I think the thing with math is that if you're not like if your brain isn't wired for it, you have to have a good teacher. Because if you have a bad teacher and you're like not a natural at math, you're gonna have a rough time. Like you're gonna be sitting at home trying to do your homework and nothing's gonna make sense to you because you don't have anybody to show you properly. And math is all about formulas and doing the same thing over again, and it's about methods, and it's not like writing or acting or singing where it's like you can do your own thing and like put your own twist on it and like do things how you interpret them. It's completely different, and that's why I think I always struggled with it.
Yeah, there were many a math tests where I simply just wrote. I knew how bad I'd botched it, so I straight up wrote, I'm so sorry. Like at the top of my test. Not ashamed. Not ashamed.
Alrighty, kids.
Thank you, Alice, for always plugging our links. We love you, girl.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Alice. You're amazing in every way. Same, Sean, Charlie, Shane, Mr. Fett, all you peeps in the Discord that are popped in today. Jester, much love. I really appreciate you guys' support. Good turnout today. We'll be back next week. I want to figure out.
We got to do that punishment wheel stream.
We got to do the punishment wheel, and then we got to do the dono and everything wheel, and then we got to do Cat's video insertion, and then we got to do.
Yeah, we got to get our soundboard up and running.
A lot of stuff we got to get going.
Yeah. We'll plan a stream for next week and we'll have some kind of creative twist to it. We'll put our heads together and we'll do something fun next week.
What that means is we'll forget until Wednesday night.
We are. I was about to say, will we?
Or Thursday morning, and then Ken will be like, "Oh yeah, today's Thursday. Okay, that's just."
We need a group chat. We don't have a group chat.
I know.
Like I always have to like ferry messages from. Even though I have Kat's number, I'll be like,
I know.
Yeah, let's just do a group chat. I'll start a group chat.
We should.
Be like Evil Ewok official group chat.
We totally just outed ourselves. Everyone in here is gonna be like, "Y'all are so fake. You don't have a group chat." Like,
well,
oh god.
I've never met Kat.
We actually
aren't
even
know Kat.
No. Yeah, Kat. Yeah, we're all hanging out. Well, actually, I don't want to dox it. We're all hanging out relatively soon. And it'll be a good time because Zach's finally gonna get to see how short Kat is. So I got to witness it firsthand.
Get my live reaction.
Like, wait, do I still have it on here? Oh, the photo that we took at that nice house I had in here.
Oh, true. That would be very revealing.
Oh, it is here.
Oh my god. I'm so short.
Look, Kat.
Gosh. That really puts things into perspective.
Where'd your shoes go, Alex?
Fresh out of the koozie.
Were you a hobbit?
True, that's right.
It was a good time.
Imagine
not having your pet. All right, guys. Much love. Thank you. We will see you next week. And are we hanging out next weekend after the stream?
Yeah.
End of the week, right?
It's
okay,
not
so
this
then
weekend, but the next one.
Then the next one we'll have updates on what Zach thought about Cat's height.
I'll make a video essay about it.
Not clickbait. Cat actually isn't that short.
Feet for free. Come on, Alex.
Yeah, I know. That was a freebie, hoping that it would prompt some donations and members. I guess you guys just take what you can get and never give anything back. I understand. It's all good. I understand.
Well, I enjoyed it, Alex.
Yeah, I know. Cat can't handle it.
I forget how sensitive of a topic feet are on the internet these days.
Alex's feet leaked by Alex himself. In the Discord, Alex, you should have like this long rambling message like whoever leaked my feet pics, you ruined my life.
You better lawyer up, asshole.
Oh my god.
I'm coming after you.
I'm not coming back for
I'm
50%.
taking my financial compensation.
I'm coming back for everything.
Alrighty, kids. May the force be with you. Much love. We'll see you guys next week.